Hello and welcome to Hot Drops episode 3. I'm PMC317 and this is some Apex Legends playing as Pathfinder. I'm trying something different this time. I pre-recorded a few games, cut them all together, and then I'm doing some commentary over the top of it. Please let me know in the comments below if you think that's a better idea than the last couple of Hot Drops I've done, or equally if you think the other Hot Drops are the better option where I'm just talking as I'm playing. Do let me know and that would be great. So this first game, this was quite good fun. It was very short. A lot of my games are because I'm not very good, but I quite enjoyed it. I managed to convince the people I dropped with to just do a straight down hot drop, which is good because that's what I like, particularly for these videos because it gives me some more exciting footage for you lot. So I noticed as we were dropping that there were other people dropping into the same place, including that bloodhound that just nipped round the corner, so I followed thinking, haha, I'll get some punching action in, but couldn't, they've disappeared. So I pick up this and I notice that my teammate is fighting someone, the Wraith, so I rush in and set fire to them, then punch them in the head until they die, which was my highlight of this this game. I thought that was quite entertaining. They didn't really have much in the way of loot and I didn't really have any guns, so that's a good start as always. A couple of minutes later, my two teammates have been downed. I have still got nothing at all in the way of guns, so what I decided to do is try and punch the enemy to death. This went about as well as you'd expect, and there we go, squad eliminated. So that was the first attempt. So I just went straight back in. And this one was a lot more successful. This is one of the best games of Apex that I've played yet, which I'm sure will make a lot of you who play a lot of Apex weep. So again, we dropped very short, straight down. This was good. I was having nightmare flashbacks already to the previous game though, thinking, oh, I really hope that I don't end up with no gun at all. So I thought, right, well I'll drop here in between these 4 supply bins, surely they'll have a gun. The first one, oh great, grenade and flame grenade, and a shield cell, and a backpack. At least the backpack was good, and then my teammate had taken the only gun that I could see. So I came in here, and a magazine, aha, a gun, excellent. Now, I really like the Scout, I think it's a nice little rifle. I'm starting to think that the iron sights are possibly one of the better sights for it. Particularly at close range, and you'll see why. So there's obviously other people around, as our team doesn't have any bangalores on it. There's gunfire starts up, and I managed to get a lucky knockdown. I think my teammates had done most of the work there. I couldn't quite eliminate them, so I jumped down to try and get them, but one of my teammates had killed them with the crossfire, so that was good. So I went back up to try and get the kit that I spotted in here, the armour, and found the blue armour, which was good. And my teammates were just engaged fairly constantly while I was doing that. I had a bit of a back and forth with this person over here. I'm not entirely sure what they had, probably a longbow or something like that, and they were definitely a better shot than I was. I don't think I hit them once. I got a wingman, which I'm learning to like. A lot of people rave about it, but then they tend to be a lot better shots than me, so they can actually land hits with it. I know it's hugely powerful, even since it's been nerfed, but it's not something I'm particularly good with. So I came to try and help my teammate out, and there was another Pathfinder, and we had a bit of a duel, and that was a good shot. I'm quite chuffed with that. It was a bit of a lucky shot, but hey. So then I go and do the friendly thing and revive them, get them up and running again, because in Apex if you have a full team you've got a serious advantage. And we ran into this other lifeline, or I ran into this other lifeline, and I thought, oh, I'll come in behind them. I didn't expect it, but I managed to miss with everything for quite some time and then shoot them in the head, and it just happens to be enough to eliminate them, and I become kill leader for I think the second time since I've started playing Apex, and I started playing it about 2 weeks after it came out, so you know, I've been playing it for a while, and I've only been kill leader twice, and you get to see one of them. So then it was fairly basic. I just sort of, you know, heal up, get my health back up, get my shields back up, and go and follow my teammates, who have by this point seemed to have managed to go quite some distance. So I chased them once I'm all fully restored back to full health. and try and work out where they've gone. Again, there wasn't much in any of the death boxes, so after a little while later I'd caught up with them and they got engaged. I thought that I was probably going to get them the worst off in that engagement, so I booked it around here to try and get around the back. Found all these death boxes and then bumped into this lifeline. I failed to hit any of my wingman shots, which was great. Again, just sprayed and prayed with the scout. Not particularly useful. We had a bit of a to and fro, me and this other Pathfinder, and then I managed to get another lucky shot with the wingman and the Iranian, and I think the rest of the squad. Then it was just movement for a while. By this point I'd managed to pick up some extra gear, which was good, and this was sort of towards the end of the game now. In general, there were only 8 squads left, and most of them I think were in this next engagement. So I was looking out for the enemy, couldn't see them, but my teammates had. So we tried to sort of get some high ground on them, outflank them a bit. Which was good in theory. I think if we had been better shots, it probably would have been better, full stop, but there we go. So at this point, the enemy didn't know where we were because we hadn't opened up on anybody. I could see that there was at least one team over here, and I think it was actually 2 teams in the middle of a firefight. So we were doing the dreaded third party. I managed to get knocked down. This turned out to be my last elimination. A little bit later on, that person got killed. I think their squad was eliminated by some other squad. It certainly wasn't us that did it. Here's some really good footage of my appalling accuracy, and then I noticed that we were being third-partied ourselves. So I ducked in here to try and heal up, and in all the excitement I had forgotten to pick up any medkits or shield cells from our last travels, which really wasn't a good idea. So there we go, that's my 1 shield cell spent, and now I'm at as best health as I can manage. So I'm trying to work out where the enemy are. That's how lifelines run past, so I thought, oh, maybe she'll drop a health drone, but no, you can see that elimination happened there, and I became the kill leader again. Not for long though. Desultory exchange of fire here, and then I'd sort of forgotten about the squad on our right flank. I was preoccupied with this squad over here that we were shooting at, which was a mistake, as you can see. So I got out my thermite grenade, didn't even get a chance to shoot through it, got shot. I managed to get revived by a lifeline. It's always polite to thank your lifeline when they revive you. Pegged it up here to try and get some cover. Looked to see where the enemy was, but they had a better shot, better view of me than I had of them, and put me down really quickly. This then began a sort of running thing where I'd get revived, get knocked down, get revived, get knocked down. I think this happens once more. So as you can see, while I'm being revived by Wraith, the enemy are shooting at us. So that wasn't a particularly great place to get revived. So I'm having a quick look. I should have moved off, I just didn't. Our lifeline was asking for more heavy ammo, so I thought, well, I'll give her some of mine. Didn't get a chance to, got shot. But, you know, being a friendly lifeline, she revived me again, which was really helpful. I got the message this time, and I sort of got out of line of sight, but I didn't have enough health really to go into the zone, or out of the zone, which is what I wanted to do, and in fact is what the rest of the squad did. So I took some pot shots over the river, which were about as useful as a not very useful thing. I think I managed to hit somebody once. Yeah, there you go. It was a headshot, so that was exciting at least. And I think I'll sub this. I'm going to go in. As you can see, our lifeline's just been knocked down, and there's at least one squad over there. So I think, right, well, I'm going to go and return the favour. I sort of forgot I didn't have much health, but I figured, well, I might be able to knock down or kill whoever is over by lifeline, and then I can revive them, or at least at this stage get their card off the death box, but it is not to be. And that is slotted. And that was that.
That was impressive. I hope my creator saw it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. As always, leave a comment below if you thought it was good, bad or indifferent. I'm always happy to chat in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.